Yo, at the buzzer! Hold up, at the freaking buzzer! Y'all pulled out the 300 viewers with 8 seconds to go. What is up, everybody? How you doing? Time for the big question. Can you hear me? And is it decent audio quality? Am I not using my webcam microphone? Oh, hold on. I gotta do this. What is up? Brian, Otanda, Andrew, oh my god, Bill, General Ian, Gaming Lord Larry, Blazing, Zariel, Kyle, Dean, Ipu, Roofy, Logic, Marlo, Obedient, First, Dean, Oyston again, Sydney, Sir Coach, Kevin, Jesse, Keenan, Red Oak, Bernardo, Mystery, Sheena, Ghost, Rakame, Zarok, Dangor, Ben, New Lunar, Snow, Red, Colton, Soten, Jason, Blank, Adrian, Doketh, Kaz, oh my god, there's too many of you. There's 350 of you here at the start of the freaking stream. What are you doing? What's up, James? What's up, Kat? Hello, everybody. I can't keep up. I don't even have live chat on, by the way. I have top chat, and I can't keep up. Like, usually I have live chat on because, you know, but when you're like below 200 viewers, you can get away with live chat and still keep up. But once you pass that, live chat is unfiltered. Top chat tends to like filter out some stuff. But oh man, I can't even keep up. What is up? There is a difference, yeah, BJ. Top chat is more likely to filter things like spam, repeated messages, stuff like that. Apparently I cannot stop the horde. The orc horde will not be stopped. But what's up, everybody? How's it going? I don't know why that keeps happening. It's gone now. I feel like there's like a weird energy right here that keeps popping up on camera. There it is. There. Oh, now it's gone. Oh. Why does it... What is this energy? What is happening? Yo, Steven, right off the bat! $50! Damn! Let's get this party started indeed. I think it's time. I think it's time to jump right into Treasure Vault. I know I was gonna... Oh, I can't miss the Jonathan tip. Hey, Mr. Nonat 20s, before we start, have you ever played any of the Of Loathing games? Yes, I've watched all of West of Loathing. I need to play Shadow of Loathing. That would be a fun stream game, honestly. And Ian with the $5.
And since the exodus from 5e, you've been super helpful.
Thank you so much for the generous donations, y'all. And I'm glad to be of help. Honestly, it's been really nice seeing all the people trying out the game for the first time, enjoying the videos, which has been awesome. All right. Let's go back full screen. Hold on. We'll get the donos out of the way. Thank you, Phoenix, for the $10 super chat. So I'm glad to have you here. I always love doing this. Let's do this again. Let's go ahead and engage. Start a poll. Is this your first Nonat live stream? Question mark. Yes or no? I love getting this information because I love to celebrate the new viewers here. You know. Obviously, like, it's harder and harder as the audience gets bigger and bigger, but I still love seeing just how many people are here for the first time. And it's always way higher than I expect. Like, it's always a solid... Dono voice is super quiet. Okay, you know what I'll do here? I'll stop the music, because the DJ just died, and then I'll turn this back up.
Rules. Any change to make crafting cheaper or take less time is going to be incredibly appreciated.
I'm really excited for the new crafting rules as well. Thank you, Blazing Lore. The new crafting rules look interesting. I do need to break some hearts. While we're doing this poll, I need to break a few hearts. I'm sorry. I read the crafting rules ahead of time. I'm sorry. See, I didn't know how I was going to be feeling today. I didn't know... What is this energy? It's gone! I didn't know exactly how I was going to be feeling today. So in case I needed to... I read up the crafting rules just in case I could make a little 10-minute video covering them in case I didn't feel well enough to stream. As you can see, that didn't need to happen. So don't worry, I'll try to pretend to be surprised at the crafting rules. No, I'm really interested in the crafting rules, what y'all think of them. I'm gonna restrain my opinions until we've gone through them. I say that now, but I probably won't. How could you? I'm sorry, Cynetic. Why is your name so fancy? Wait, do other people see that in the chat? Why is Cynetic's name so fancy with a check mark? Is that like a YouTube authenticated thing? Yo, are you Mr. YouTube? They're just better than everyone. Yo, everyone, I think we got Mr. YouTube in chat. Oh, man. All right, yo, I'll go ahead and end the poll here. 40%! 40% first timers of those votes. That's like almost 200 people. Almost 200 first timers. Welcome. Happy to have you. Really excited to get into this. For those of you who don't know, these aren't as informative as my usual videos. We're definitely happy to have you. They're a blast of a fun time, but we get distracted. We go on rants. I engage with the community. I respond to donations. We have fun here first, and information comes second. Just a fair warning, because I occasionally get those people in chat being like, just read the book. What are you doing? Stop making jokes. Stop looking so handsome. Just read the book. Let's go. All right. I think we're caught up. Let's get into it. So, we are looking at Treasure Vault. My head is kind of cut off. Hold on, let me fix my head. There we go. Nope, you can still see a little bit. There we go. All right. We're going to go right for the crafting rules. We are going straight for the jugular here. We got another $5 distraction. Thank you, Phoenix Grace. And I think I fixed the donations. I don't know why last stream they weren't working, but I think I fixed them. Right? Yeah, there it is. Cool. Boom. Thank you, Phoenix, for the $5 super chat. Yeah, if you like distractions, this is the place to be. So we're going to go right into alternate crafting rules. Which, I should say, before we get into it, because I just love teasing you all, don't read too far into that. Treasure Vault. For those of you who don't know, or maybe if you're new to Pathfinder, Mitchell. Besides the player's handbook, pretty much the only reference. Oh, thank you. It's always really nice to be told that I'm like a reliable resource, even though I get a lot of things wrong. I'm glad you all have been enjoying it. Treasure Vault. This is the newest book coming out for Pathfinder 2e. It's technically out for subscribers, but a lot of them don't have access to the PDF yet. It'll be hitting shelves later this month. This is a book we've been waiting for like since the dawn of the system. This is new items, new optional rules, new everything. It's a book all about new treasures you can give to your players, which is like everything we've wanted for a long time. Thank you, Anthony, for the $6 super chat, or £5. Been enjoying learning about 2e from your videos. Thank you. Oh, I missed Rylu. I didn't even see that pop up. Stop looking so handsome. Just read the book.
Love your content and thoughts.
That's so
What if we just
cool.
What if we just chill on this screen for a while?
Handsome. Just read the
What if we just chill here for like an hour? You know? If you want to keep donating and telling me to read the book, you know, I'll take it. But you could just sit here.
Enjoying learning about
I did my hair up
from your videos. Thank you.
I want you to know that I took the time to like do and spray my hair. I did not shave. I'm like, from here up? Yeah, I want to be pretty from here up. Here down, let's go with like mid-30s man who just woke up. No, 520 viewers is not quite a record. I think we broke 600 at one point. Yo, Sigax with another $10. Thank you. Being a longtime GM for Exalted. Interesting. Alright, nice. I don't know anything about Exalted. Okay, alright. A lot of people may not be familiar with the Fangs. Let's get people caught up on lore here. I'm not a vampire. I'm not a werewolf. I just have nice teeth.
That's so cool.
Yo, we got a level 5 membership from Phoenix. Welcome to the party. Glad to have you. You're a furry? Well, sure, but what does that have to do with anything? King Vegeta with the $5. Stop reading the book and tell me about you.
That's so
well, you see,
cool.
My favorite feature about my face tends to be my eyes, although only from certain angles. From one angle, my eyes look decent and symmetrical, but from the other angle, they don't quite look as good. I also have a little bit of a lazy eye. It doesn't usually come up in videos, but if I stare at something too long without looking away or blinking or just over-focusing, I do tend to wander a little bit, so I'm not a big fan of that, but otherwise, I do like I have a love-hate relationship with my hair. I like what it can do, I like what I can do with it, but it also has a mind of its own, and it's stronger than me. It will fight through mousse, it will fight through gel, it will fight through everything to get back to its natural state. Otherwise, I also hate my facial hair. This is 4 days of not shaving, which, like, It's annoying. It's nice because I can get away with 2 days of not shaving, and it's like, fine, no one can tell. But after that, like, I can't grow more. I can't grow more than this. This goatee is 2 weeks.
So cool.
2 weeks of no shaving. Oh my god.
Is Nonat a waifu?
Is Nonat a waifu? I think that's really up to you. You know? I don't think I get to call myself a waifu, but if you call me a waifu,
cool.
you know, I can't argue that.
Something from
Old Timer Forever GM, watching nearly 2 years already. Let's go. I know, it's crazy we've been doing this for like 3 years. It's crazy the channel's going to be 3 years old in April. Can you believe that? 3 freaking years. Incredible.
That's so
New crafting?
cool.
Yeah. All right. I'll stop talking to you about my gorgeous face, my beautiful eyes, my luscious locks, my great teeth. We're going to go talk about crafting. I won't tease you along unless you pay me. That costs extra. Treasure Vault, new book, new items. Thing that most people are excited for is the new crafting rules. Should we cover normal crafting? 560 viewers, crazy. I'm finding the channel through the XP to level 3. I had so much fun with that video. Oh my god, making XP in this was so much fun. Yo, Roy, thank you for the $17.
Coming from
I wish I could hear it.
I would love if you make a video about what abilities to give monsters when scaling them or making new ones. Keep doing this awesome job.
I should probably make a video about that at some point. My quick piece of advice to you, Roy, if you ever have no idea what to give a monster, find a spell that level would have access to. If it's level 5 monster, find a 2nd or 3rd level spell, take that effect, and make it a monster ability. You know, what is Dragon's Breath but just a bigger burning hands? You know, never be afraid to rip a spell effect and just give it innately to a monster.
That's so
Jeremy.
cool.
I'm not a vampire, okay?
I'm not a vampire is what
I'm not a vampire.
would say.
I'm not a vampire. Anyway, Treasure Vault. All right, so the first thing we want to start with is the new crafting rules. For those of you who don't know, crafting in Pathfinder 2e sucks. Like, I love this game. One of my favorite systems. I have never seen a player craft an item without me homebrewing the crap out of it. I have never had a character or myself ever craft anything. Mainly because the current crafting rules are not designed with a slow-paced campaign in mind. A lot of my campaigns I've played in, both as a GM and as a player, are like, you might go up 3 levels in 2 in-game days. 1 in-game day might take 10 sessions. And the problem with crafting in Pathfinder 2e is that to craft one thing takes at least 4 in-game days. 4. If your campaign does not have downtime, crafting is useless. And most of my campaigns don't have downtime because we just like to go. Or if we do have downtime, it's like a day. So we've never wanted to shoehorn downtime in just for the sake of crafting, so it's kind of been abandoned. And I'll be honest, the new rules don't fix everything. But let's go into it. Let's go ahead and get into it after I thank Iceland Kenshi for however that converts to US dollars. 5 US dollars. I don't even know what currency that is. That's awesome.
Cover old crafting for recap.
Cover old rafting for a
My man.
for a recap. I can, so all right, so yeah, as I was saying, 4 days to craft. So if you want, let's say you want to craft just a greatsword, a level 0 greatsword. You put up half the price of a greatsword in money. You literally still have to pay to craft something. You pay half of it, and then you wait 4 in-game days. Then, at the end of those days, you make a crafting check. If you fail, you have to wait another day. If you crit fail, you lose everything. If you succeed, you can pay the rest of the cost to make it yourself. Meaning you're paying the same cost as buying a greatsword. Now, you can also spend extra days to roll more crafting to reduce the remaining cost. Which means if you want to spend like 2 in-game weeks, you can buy something for half, basically. It's awful. It's no good, and a lot of the time, especially if you're trying to craft on an adventure, you'll level up beyond the use of the item you were trying to craft. So, You have to have a workshop and stuff, technically. Maybe. I don't know all about that one. I think you just need tools. Yeah, earning income and buying the item is almost always better. So, complex crafting. Let's go ahead and zoom in on this. Complex crafting is what they're calling it. And I'll see what you guys think of it. Yep, okay, it goes on to explain the crafting. Yep. This first paragraph is just talking about the issue a lot of players have with crafting. Why should players craft with those rules? Mainly to craft items you just can't buy, but most GMs will just say, yeah, you can buy it. So, this variant adds a choice to the system of crafting, allowing players to decide how they want to approach it, taking a slow and methodical approach or rushing the process and risking loss of material or even creating a cursed item. The system also incorporates changes, in time based on the item's level and whether it's a consumable or a permanent. This is a great change right now. Lower level items are faster to make, and consumables are faster to make than permanents. That was always an issue. The fact that making a Philosopher's Stone takes 4 days, and making 10 arrows takes 4 days. That was always an issue, so I'm glad we're moving beyond that. To begin, you must meet all of the requirements listed in the core rulebook. At the start of the process, you must determine the setup time based on the type of item and its level compared to yours. So this is making it a little more complicated in the fact that there's more factors at play. The GM determines the base DC as normal based on the item's level, rarity, and other circumstances. To determine setup time, we'll go right over here. This is how you determine setup time with complex crafting. If you are making a consumable equal to your level, it's 4 days. If you want to make a permanent item like a weapon that's your level, now it takes longer than the base system. Not a big fan of that. If it's 1 or 2 levels lower than you, it cuts off a day, and if it's 3 levels or more, it cuts off 2 days. Now, this isn't the end. There is more to it. If you want to rush the project, if you are expert, master, and legendary, you can cut off 1, 2, or even 3 days of crafting. So, if you are legendary in crafting, you can increase the DC by 15, and you can make a consumable equal to your level in 1 day instead of 4. The problem is that you're increasing the DC by 15! Like, the craft DC, I believe, is a standard DC of that item's level. If you're level 10, and you're trying to make a level 10 item, pretty sure it's going to be like a DC 30.
Oh, cool.
If you want to do the master thing to decrease the setup time by 2 days, suddenly that's a DC 40. Even if you're a master, you probably only have a plus 20. Yo, thank you, Greg, for the $20. Looks like they're using some of the rules from the playtest. Was this in the playtest? Really? Like, 10th level item is DC 27, and then even more if it's rare. So that's a DC 37 at level 10. At level 10, if you have a 20 intelligence and master crafting, you are looking at a plus 20 DC. Which means in order to get that 37, you need a 17 or higher. That is a 20% chance to succeed. And then legendary does not make any more sense. Like, increase DC by 5, sure. And if you're making something way lower level than you, that's great. You know, if you're making a level 2 item at level 7, you can make it in 4 hours. If you reduce it below 1 day, it becomes 4 hours, which is cool. But, yeah, it's a lot better if you... Yeah, exactly. It's a lot better for crafting low-level items, but there's not helping... The problem here is what a lot of people have. A lot of people's crafting fantasy is a character who is crafting new weapons and armor to upgrade themselves rather than buying them or finding them in a dungeon. You know, I just hit level 10. I want to make a set of armor with a level 10 rune on it. You know, I want to make it myself. No, it's like a blueberry seed. I want to make it myself so that I can use it. But using this, the only way I can do that is either spend 6 freaking days on it, or spend 4 days with the base crafting rules, or reduce the day by 1 for a chance at failure. Have the number of days of setup. I think that would be fair. I think what it should be, if you're master, increase the DC by 5, cut the days in half. I think that's fine. 6 days is not a long time. In reality, no. In reality, sure. Making a sword would take a lot longer than 2 days in the real world, sure. But the problem is campaigns don't always give you 6 days. Campaigns, in my experience, rarely give you a day. I ran a 9-month campaign from levels 1 to 10. You know how much downtime they got in 9 months of gameplay? 1 in-game week. 7 months into the campaign. That was it. That was all it was. Because there was no opportunity for it. Adventure paths give you a lot of downtime? Sure, I'm playing Kingmaker. Kingmaker has some decent downtime, especially with kingdom turns. But, like, a lot of games don't have downtime. Except, does Strength of Thousands not give you, like, any downtime? That sucks. Now, there's one more thing they added. Oh, yeah. Also, if you're an expert in crafting, you can attempt to earn income twice per day rather than once. So, effectively, you're trying to reduce the money by twice as much after you finish the item before completing it. But if you fail, you could make a cursed item, or it gains a bad quirk or something. And where is it? Quick setup. This is the last thing they added. Quick setup. If you're a master in crafting, your setup time for consumables that are 6 levels lower than you is 1 day. That's all this does. It just makes you better at crafting things that are not useful anymore. Sure, I guess you could craft 500 elixirs of life from 6 levels ago. But no, John Willis, heavy disagree. I don't agree with a word you just said. Downtime should not be mandatory. Downtime should absolutely not be mandatory for a campaign. What about a dungeon dive? You know, what about Abomination Vaults, where you're going levels 1 to 10, non-stop, room, floor, dungeon. There's no downtime. But you want to be a crafter. You want to be someone who crafts things in Abomination Vault because it's your cool character concept. Congrats. That aspect of your character is useless. Crafting does not have to be consecutive, no. But still, if your game only has 6 days of downtime after 6 real-world months of sessions, that's not going to feel good. How the hell are you healing and resting? Overnight. With the medicine skill and spell slots. What? That takes 1 day. Not even. It takes 2 in-game hours to treat wounds on everybody, use the rest of your spell slots, and wake up the next day fully restored. Our party just got a new cleric after the investigator died. He wants to specialize in crafting. Yeah. You shouldn't play that type of character in that type of game? I don't agree. I think that, A, a GM should be able to make any character type work in any game. Honestly. But B, downtime should not be a mandatory part of the system. I'm fine with it being optional. And that's what I was hoping these optional crafting rules would be. We're over 700 viewers, excuse me. And I'm sitting here ranting about crafting? Okay. No, crafting should be doable. Sure, it's not believable to craft an item in 2 days. Well, guess what? It's not believable to craft an item in 3 hours either with quick setup. So why not add one that I know they're scared of breaking the economy, but that's why you make it a variant rule. Stamina breaks the healing economy, but that's still a variant rule. You know? Yeah, the DM and player should work together to tell a story together, right? The DM should not be saying, you can't play this character. The DM, if my word of, not word of law, but I'm trying to think of the word. If I ever say no to a player without good reason, I'm doing my job wrong. You know, if I tell a player, no, you can't play them, I'm doing my job wrong. Now, there's obviously exceptions if the player's trying to be just a meme or trying to troll or wants to backstab the party, sure. But if the character wants to craft things and I just say, no, you can't do that. You're not allowed. This campaign doesn't let you craft things. I'm failing as a GM. It's so impossible to keep up with chat. Player asks if you can have downtime to craft. How are you going to explain downtime when you're in the middle of the Lich's lair? You all just leveled up, so you want to craft something new, but the Lich has 1 day before he destroys the kingdom. Congrats, you can't craft. Your abilities are useless.
That's so cool.
You know what else isn't believable? A bipedal fox throwing balls of fire and electricity. Thank you, Ellie. Thank you. Yeah, anyone who ever tries to defend a rule as, but that's realistic, that holds no water. That is a bucket full of holes. Someone honestly did just say something that sounded really cool. I don't know who it was because chat is flying. But they said like, oh, there it is, Robert. Sounds like you want a feat that gives you a pocket dimension outside of time that you can use as a workshop. That's actually a really cool idea. I think that would be an awesome master crafting feat or an item. Just make it a magic item. Make it an artifact that's only available no, the hard part here is that would make crafting only a late game ability, but that would be great. Use the core crafting rules and give your player a magic item that maybe once per week or twice a month or something like that, they can step into a pocket dimension that lasts 4 days, and it lets them craft one item. You know, it lets them finish the crafting process for one item. I think that would be an awesome magic item. Everyone's saying number of viewers, yeah, I know, I see it. I see we're at 766. That is a hell of a record. We have blown the record out of the water. It's kind of insane. But only 200 likes. Shake my head, come on. Also, I saw someone in chat say, what you are looking for shouldn't be standard rules. This isn't standard rules either. This is a variant. All I'm asking for is a variant. I'm not even asking to change the default. I was hoping the variant crafting would be for this kind of player. This alternate, I don't even know who this is for. You know? Like this, at the end of the day, 90% of the time, will either make things take 1 day less or 1 day more. That's not a lot, you know? I like what they've done here. If you were looking for a crunchier crafting process, you've got it. But that's all it is. It's just crunchier. It doesn't even save that much time unless you are using unless you're making lower tier items. Unless you're a level 6 character making a level 3 potion, this doesn't really help you. Isn't the variant you want just instant crafting? Not even instant. Something that would allow you to craft while adventuring would be great. There's actually a line in here that almost references that. Where is it? I think it's here. Yeah, if you rush the setup and reduce the setup time at least 6 levels lower than you do less than 1 day, you can instead set them up in just 2 hours, allowing you to do so during an adventuring day if you have access to your tools and materials. That's what I want. That's what I want, but not just for a level 7 skill feat on level 1 items, you know? Yo, thank you for the donation, Josue. Just gonna say here, Battlezoo monster crafting rules is the thing for daily growth of weapons. Absolutely. Absolutely. Battlezoo's monster crafting is huge. It's not standard crafting, so it's not exactly catch-all, but it is really, really, it's really well done. If crafting was exploration, and like, honestly, all I'm looking for is an alternate rule where maybe your daily preparations or when you go to bed at night as part of a long rest, it counts towards like 1 day or something. Something like that. Now this is all set up and you still need to craft the item. Yeah, right? If you want to reduce the cost, you're going to need to spend even more in-game days. So, crafting like an exploration action? Yeah, I think that would be awesome. Sexy Evil Gay, I think that would be great. Imagine your little rat folk alchemist who's just walking through a dungeon, playing with things, setting things up, trying to like build their thing, and then because they're distracted, they walk head first into a spike trap. A, that's hilarious and super in character, and B, it would let you get crafting done. I think that would be great. The problem, and especially it's even more apparent with the complex crafting rules, it makes crafting high level only. It removes the ability and efficiency and possibility of low-level crafting. And that's my big issue. Yo, Red Viego and ICAS Knife with the donations. Thank you. Red Viego.
Ritual casting. Get a recipe and some components. Do a ritual craft and others can be secondary crafters.
Ooh.
Players can either craft items they've encountered.
That would be rad. Oh, I would love crafting as a ritual. Ooh, that sounds so useful.
I like crunchier rules, but this still
that's the problem. This doesn't address any of the crafting problems.
It's great if you're in a campaign that allows it like.
That's exactly it. Yeah, I was hoping for a crafting alternate that worked for other types of games. This works for the same types of games.
That's so cool.
Let expert and upcrafter feats make contracts with fairies / brownies.
Oh my god, that would be so cute.
To let you craft faster.
Just make like a rare crafting skill feat that when you're crafting, you get little help from fairies and like gnomes and stuff, and they like cut your crafting time down. Oh, that's so freaking cute. Oh my god, I adore it. That's so funny. Oh boy. Do I think Treasure Vault is bad? Not at all. I think the crafting rules are disappointing. I think everything else we read last time was amazing. Let's move on from the alternate crafting rules and see what else is out here. Because we've also been given... Wait, what's story-based crafting? Hold on. Hold on, is this about to answer every single complaint I just spent the last 45 minutes talking about? Is this going to be... I swear, if this is milestone crafting, if I just bitched for 45 minutes and the answer's right here, I swear to God. Oh, let's see. Let's see. Crafting by questing. A young farmer's village is destroyed by a ferocious red dragon. They set off to forge a sword empowered. Okay.
Cool.
The goal of story-based questing is to let players seek... Oh. Oh, not even a little bit. Note that the crafting by questing rules are intended for permanent magical items. So wait, this is just... Wait. This is just how to find a magic item? This is just... Make an adventure for your player to find a magic item. Oh. Okay, it's not that at all. Thank you for joining the party, Robocop Forever. And thank you for the $1 Blazing Glory. Okay. I see. This is one of those weird things that's like, this doesn't need to be in the rulebook. This does not need to be in the rulebook. This is a full chapter that says, hey, sometime... I mean, I guess maybe what it's saying is that you should give your players the opportunity to tell you what they want. Yeah, this is very much 5e style crafting. Let's see. I think this is like, if the player decides what they want, yeah, have each of the players give you a wish list of items during your session 0. Yeah, like, this is good advice. It is good advice. It's not crafting. It's not crafting at all. Yeah, we can take a look at nature crafting. That's disappointing. This is a big chapter of advice, which is not a bad thing. I just don't think this is the right book for it. That belongs in the Game Mastery Guide. All right, nature crafting. I don't know. This might be my favorite piece of artwork in all of Pathfinder. Hey, Mios. Hey, Mios. Look at this. Look at this alligator. It's a crocodile, Valeros. You can tell by the snouts. You're an idiot. Yeah, I've noticed in the artwork lately, Mios does not look like as much of a tank. Mios kind of just looks like a person size, which I feel like Mios, they should be like, whoomp. Oh, boy. Nature crafting. Oh, farming! Yo, we got farming rules? Hold on, farming! Mechanically, the process of growing an item uses the same principles as crafting it normally, though the details and story differ. Use the grow activity, a variant of the craft activity. What? You can grow an item from a living thing, most likely a plant. You need the alchemical crafting skill feat to grow an alchemical item. You can grow alchemical items! Yo, you can grow healing potions! Hold up. You can have a healing potion farm. Cottagecore Pathfinder.
Oh, Elianis, you know that if Valeros was ever put into a movie, he could only be played by Patrick Warburton. Behold, everyone, off to victory we go. Let's fight. For Caden Kalayan, followed by a nice tankard of ale.
You can grow drugs. Oh my god, you can actually grow... Wait. You can grow alcohol. You can grow coffee. You can grow everything.
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
Holy cow. That's so funny. Yeah, so it just lets you roll nature instead of crafting, but I think that's genius. You can grow snares! Oh, that's hilarious. This is really, really funny. Okay, correction. Valeros was Val Kilmer. Yo, Ansel, thank you for the generous donation. Let's see what they have to say.
That's so cool.
Problem with fast crafting isn't simply realism, but disruption. Also, lot of base PC options are situational, bunny as the champions odds all are. If anything, problems every crafting option is limited by the same conditions.
I will agree that it's very similar to the Champion's Oath, and that's why I think the Champion Oaths are some of the worst designed feats in the entire game. Because if you pick undead and there's no undead, your character doesn't do anything, and that feels horrible. I think that's terrible game design. I also don't think it would be disrupting. You know, like they can only craft items up to their level. It's not like they're going to be crafting magic items that are way above their pay grade. You know, I don't think it would disrupt the game at all. But no, your comment about the Champion's Oaths are totally on point. They're just not good. You can grow new. Oh, wait. You can grow any alchemical item. You know what's an alchemical item? Blightburn bombs. Blightburn bombs. Cooperative waffles! You can make a waffle farm! I love how you all went to like, you can grow cooperative waffles, it'll be great. And I said, you can grow cancer. For those of you who are new here and did not see the Blightburn bomb yesterday, the poison and stuff is good, but it exposes the target to Blightburn sickness. Blightburn sickness, there's no nice way to put this. Apologies if it's like a little crude, but it's cancer. There's no getting around it. Paizo made cancer. You can grow this. You can grow this! I remember the time I planted nukes in Stardew Valley. That got rid of the Jojamat for good. Oh boy, I love it. That's a good point, Adam. To expand upon it, crafting is only as strong as the recipes you get as well. As a GM, if you're worried about the crafter... Honestly, if you wanted to balance crafting and make it faster, make it similar to a spellbook. Make it so the alchemist can only know a certain number of recipes. Make them specialize, even. Holy cow. That's true. You do technically need materials, but also, in the world of Pathfinder, materials is just money. All right. We're going to move out of alchemy. We've spent plenty of time in alchemy and crafting. We're going to move into some other stuff. Because I've been so pumped to check out new freaking armor and weapons. So let's go ahead and check out armor and weapons here, shall we? Yo, Jonathan with another $1.
For non-magic items,
Oh yeah, especially if it's non-magical. Yeah, like, hey, I want to use a great sword today. Okay, cool, you'll have it tomorrow. I love it.
Session of Age of Ashes, they made a big kite.
Made a big kite? That's so clever, I love that. That's the kind of thing I would absolutely allow. Alright, let's go. Personal style. The armor, shields, and weapons presented in this section greatly expand the possibilities for characters looking to find a loadout that matches their preferred play style. In the world of Galarian, a dwarven berserker swinging a wrecker while wearing heavy bastion plate can easily fight alongside a more traditional fighter. Okay, yeah. All right, what kind of armor do we got? Put in. Let's put in. All right, new armor traits. Adjusted armor. Okay, there's something, I think there's something called adjustments that you can add on now. Aqua dynamics, you don't take penalties in water to acrobatics or athletics. That's pretty cool. Entrench, you can position yourself in the armor or reposition its pieces to better protect. Yo, this is armor with like a built-in mini shield. Yo, thank you for the $2 Harjutapa. Farm Sim, Geneva, congratulations. Yo, this is an armor that for one action, you can just like pull your arms in. This is like a turtle shell. You just pull into your turtle shell, get some +1 to armor class. That's fantastic. Hindering. This armor is so heavy and bulky, it slows you down no matter what. You take a -5 foot speed penalty, even if you have the strength. That's crazy.
The champion oath.
I cast Knife. The champion oath feats. I just let my players retrain as daily prep. I like that. Like you're asking your deity for aid against that type of creature. You know, give me the power to smite dragons. Give me the power to end undeath. I think that's fantastic. Inscribed. The armor has been treated so it can be inscribed with magical symbols using this. You can put a scroll into your armor. Oh, that's so cool. Yo. Did y'all see the description for the buckle armor? I have not. Oh, Chris, you have the hindering. It is the Teuton tunic. Oh, I missed that show so much. Why did they ruin it with the reboot? We did already, Raul. We did. I found it a little underwhelming as well. I wonder how that bulky trait interacts with the dwarf ancestry. I think if you have the strength for it, it'll ignore it. Oh, nope. Affects you even if your strength or an ability lets you reduce the speed penalty. Even dwarves get slowed down by that. Holy cow, Inscribed is awesome. Laminar. This armor is made up of layered sections, so when it breaks, it isn't much of a problem. Status penalty for broken armor is down to 1. For medium, 2 for heavy, or no penalty. Cool. I like that. That's nice. Reduces the penalty broken by 1. Ponderous. The armor has moving parts or other complications that lengthen the wearer's initial reaction time. -1 to initiative checks. That's awesome. Oh no, Zerg Titan, you know how I feel about Prescient Planner. Or maybe you don't. That was a long time ago. I don't know who remembers my thoughts on Prescient Planner. Specialization effect. Ooh, this is mostly only applies to champions, but still. Skeletal. Armor made from the bone or exoskeleton of creatures as diverse as bears, insects, and coral. Skeletal armor protects vital points from precision damage. Resistance to precision damage. Ooh, ooh, that's hot. Ooh, that's hot. Oh, we got new armors, the buckle armor. We got a gi. We got a gi. I don't think it does anything different than Traveler's Clothes. But it's more flavorful. Your monk can now wear an actual gi instead of a t-shirt and jeans. Tell us quick how great Prescient Planner. All right, so Prescient Planner and Prescient Purchase. Prescient Planner lets you reach into your backpack and pull out any piece of adventuring gear that's level 0 or lower. You don't own it. It's just once per visit to a town, you can pull out anything. Because, you just remembered you packed a climbing kit. It's really annoying. And there's one that lets you purchase an item like up to 3rd level. So you can be like, I did buy a healing potion. All right. Scroll robes. Curious about those. Leaf weave. Sankiet. I don't know what that is. Sankiet? Nonat? There's so much here. A mantis shell. Didn't we already have Hell Knight plate? Holy cow. Wood. Wood armor is flexible and light. If a foe critically hits you with a melee unarmed attack or critically hits you with any melee attack while adjacent to you, it takes piercing damage because the wood splits into them. That's hilarious. All right, let's see this new armor. Bastion plate. Yo, look at it all. Whoa, this is some Monster Hunter armor. Yo, I'm here for it. Oh, you've got the freaking like samurai armor, druidic armor here. The mantis shell looks straight out of Monster Hunter. So does the coral armor and the leaf. That almost looks like the Nargacuga armor out of Monster Hunter. Oh. You got barrel. Oh, it's so good. All right. Bastion plate was invented for protection in combat tournaments, meant to be sporting rather than lethal. Buckle armor. Someone pointed out the buckle armor. Absalom's style once led famous adventurers to wear clothing with an unusual number of buckles, pouches, and straps. This fashion birthed the trend that led to buckle armor, a colloquial name for chic armor with spacious tool storage. Comes with the storage adjustment. It's just a fashion choice. Yeah, we already covered the crafting stuff earlier. Oh, it's a direct attack on Wayne Reynolds? Oh my god, it is. They're the one who did Mios, right? Mios who was just covered in buckle. That's a hilarious inside joke. You need to know some decent Pathfinder or Paizo lore for that. Ceramic plate. Relying on ceramic firing, glazing, and strong cord work. Ceramic plate follows the same order. Okay, so these all just have different adjustments. So we want to look at the adjustments, not the descriptions. Although leaf armor is just magically... Oh, although I want to see this, and I want to see the scroll robes. Suits are popular among those who wish to avoid materials taken from slain beasts. As a material, leaf weave has the same statistics as thin wood. Nice. And then the... Oh, and the Nihad as well. Arataki communities deep in the crown of the world, where wood is hard to come by, fashion armor from slats and strips of bone or horn, along with whole bones or horns. Wealthier wearers sometimes pay for decorative embellishments made of more precious materials. Niahat is usually woven together with strong cord, forming a suit like a breastplate. This suit is worn over heavy clothing or a surcoat like padded armor. Interesting. Okay. All right. Scroll robes are composed of paper alchemically treated for strength. It's paper robes! They're considered to be cloth, accepts all sorts of decoration, including magical writings as detailed in the inscribed trait. That's rad. That's so rad. All right. Can you review the spell hearts? We'll probably get to those later, yeah. They're probably in the magical section. Gi is just more expensive explorer's clothing, but it's flavorful. Give me the 90s JRPG belt armor. I want to be Titus and Cloud.
Give me the 90s.
You check the gi? Sure. Also called martial arts suits or practice clothes, gi are outfits of tough cloth built for comfort and unrestricted movement. Ideal for practicing martial arts, they have reinforced stitching resistant to strenuous use. Yeah, so they are still they're just explorer's clothing, but different. Paper mache armor. All right, let's look at these adjustments. There's 3 new adjustments that some armor come with. Armor latches. This armor is easily doffed. A set of armor with armor latches gains the noisy trait. You can't add latches to armor that already possess the noisy trait. You can remove a set of armor with armor latches in 3 actions. That's kind of cool. It doesn't really help you put them back on, but you can just go and you're naked. Storage. The storage adjustment fits the armor and blah, 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 blah. While wearing armor with this adjustment, you can wear up to 3 bulk of tools instead of the usual 2. However, it becomes noisy. If it already has noisy, increase the penalty to stealth checks by 1. So you can just have you can have healer's tools, crafter's tools, and thieves' tools all on your person at the same time, which is awesome. Weapon harness. Oh, yo, Adam, I would love a DBZ weighted armor magic item with armor latches. Like, you take it off, and for, like, the next 3 rounds, you get a bonus to move speed. That'd be freaking cool. Weapon harness. A suit of armor with this adjustment incorporates short, flexible harnesses meant to connect weapons. This harness can each be connected to a melee weapon of light bulk. Oh, this is totally for having, like, 50 daggers, isn't it? You get a +1 circumstance bonus to your reflex DC against attempts to disarm you of a weapon. Oh no, your weapon is connected to your armor. +1 against disarm checks. If your weapon would be knocked or you would drop it, the weapon dangles by its harness. That's actually really cool. So if you're someone who's constantly switching weapons, you can drop it and keep attacking people and then just pick it back up. Even if you move, it's still attached to you. So if you stab someone, drop it, and pull out your bow, and then on your next turn you, like, move 30 feet, you still have your dagger. It's attached to you. That's really cool. It's a lanyard. Is it only melee weapons? Only melee weapons. Unfortunately, you can't attach your crossbow, but that's really cool. I really, really like that. New property runes. These are huge. Advancing. As a free action, if your last action was to murder a person, you stride up to 15 feet. Yo, just every kill gives you a free 15 feet of movement. No cooldown, no restriction. That's tight. That's tight. Going zoomy. Aim aiding. You don't provide enemies cover. All right, this is where I admit I've never used this rule once in my life. I've never once in my life had the archer shoot into combat and given the enemy a +2 to armor class. Never. Never in my life. I know some people do, but for me that just feels bad. Like, oh, you have a melee fighter in there. Sorry, everyone with ranged attacks. Sorry, spellcasters who are already behind in accuracy. You take a -1. Yeah, sorry, +1, sorry. But yeah, no, I've never used it, unfortunately. If anything, I would probably change this to giving them... +1 to range attacks would be a little busted, but yeah. Like, it's tough because... back in Pathfinder 1st Edition, there was a feat to get around that penalty. Back in that penalty, that was firing into combat, which was a freaking -4, which was disgusting. It made ranged attacks useless. You had to have that feat. Which I just don't like. Assisting. Your armor provides support for your joints or advanced prosthesis for missing limbs. This replicates the benefits of any number of splint supports and prosthetics. When you invest the armor, you determine how many supports you want. In addition, the extra support structure provided by the armor allows you to transport more. Yo! This is like armor with a fake leg or arm or whatever as part of it. And it makes you able to carry more. That's freaking great. Excuse me. That wouldn't be a bad way to reword it. A level 6 rune that lets you ignore your first range increment. That wouldn't be that bad. That'd be fun. Is that Berserk's armor rune? I don't know enough about Berserk, unfortunately. Energy adaptive. Once per hour, if you take energy damage, you gain resistance 5 to that damage. For how long? Lasts until you activate the rune again. Whoa! Okay, that's why it's level 13. If you take... That's crazy. So, technically, if you were going to go fight a fire elemental, you know what you do? You get your energy adaptive armor, you step into the campfire during daily preparations, you take 1 or 2 fire damage, you activate your energy adaptive, and then you go fight the fire elemental. I love it. Yeah, exactly, Bernardo. I would wager at least 50% of tables don't use the -1 firing into combat rule. I thought we already had gliding. You glide slowly toward the ground. I guess we had flying. As long as you spend 1 action gliding on your turn, you keep going down. Cool. That's cool. Just little wings in your armor, little pop out. Immovable. 1 action, once per day. Your armor anchors you in place, rendering you immobilized. While you're immobilized, you can only be moved by a DC 40 check. Oh, or 8,000 pounds of pressure, though this is likely fatal. This is an immovable rod, but a whole armor set. I'm sending that to my friend real quick. Hold on. I need to get this. I need to shoot this their way. Holy cow, that's hilarious. Doodly-doo, sending this to a friend real quick. It's very important. It's very important. Pardon me. Alright, cool. It's Grim Move or Die. Oh, Lord. Magnetizing? Other metal items are drawn to your armor ever so slightly. For 1 action once per hour, a creature adjacent to you is made of metal or wearing metal armor. You magnetize. If you or the target attempt to move away from each other, every square is difficult terrain. This doesn't affect movement that keeps you the same distance from one another, so you can still step if you remain adjacent. That's great! You're staying with me. You're not going anywhere. Oh, that's so funny. This activation might work on some creatures partially made of metal, like those with metal scales. Oh, that's great. That's so great. Sorry to go back in time to talk about crafting, but I would heavily argue that crafting, as many want it, is basically, can I convert my skill resources to get more equipment? My skill resources? I don't know what that means. Misleading. For 2 actions, once per day, you cast Mislead. Which, obviously, I know what that does, but just so let me just remember, of course, you turn invisible and create an illusory duplicate of yourself. When you sustain the spell, you can dictate the course of action of the duplicate. So, duh. Obviously, we all knew that. Everyone knew that. Everyone. How about an ad, though? Oh, boy. Portable. So, yeah, this is an armor that just lets you disappear and send a fake you. It's Shaco. It's Shaco from League of Legends. There you go. Portable. For 3 actions, you doff your armor, which folds into another object. Yo, wait, who's the pop culture character? Who's the pop culture character who does this? They have just like an item that grows into their armor. Who is it? Oh, someone help me. It's not. Does Iron Man grow into armor? Oh, that happens in Avengers, right? That's right. It is a it's a bracelet in the Avengers. Yeah, I just watched that. Not the second movie. No, he doesn't do it in the second movie. Oh, the suitcase. The suitcase was in the second movie. That's right. Suitcase is in the second movie, and bracelet in Avengers near the end. That was awesome. Okay. Yeah. All right. This is Iron Man growing armor, which is super cool. Quenching. Behold my quenching full plate. The rune counters burning and corrosive agents. Armor with this rune reduces the DC to end flat checks. Okay, it just makes you better at reducing flat checks of acid and fire. Be quenched. What's the... You just can't be quenched. When will you learn that your actions have consequences? Oh boy, I love it. Ooh, no, quenching just, the quenching armor is just really hot. Because when you're wearing it, everyone around you gets thirsty. I like that. I stole that. I stole that from chat. I'm not going to pretend I made that up. But I did say it very well. Ansel, thank you. Tokusatsu, I don't know what that translates to, unfortunately. But magical girl, I don't think a magical girl's armor unfolds, though. That's a magical conjuration. It's very quenchy. Spell breaking. Counter runes, you get a +1 to saving throws and AC against one school of magic. That's awesome. Yes, more specific school resistances. Please. I would like... Wait, did it say true quenching? This isn't a Pathfinder book. I'm out of focus. Ta-da. I would like to be... Just focus on the quenching while I try to get back into focus, please. Can I get in focus? Can I stay in focus? No? Cool. How about, No? Cool. We're just gonna look at true quenching for a while. Are we here? I was in focus for a second. Where'd you go? Come back! I'm right here! Look at me! I'm right here! Hello? Hello? I would like... When the first is real. Yo, I just can't focus. I can't focus at all. Which is just true to life. Why? Why do you focus for a quarter second? What if I leave and come back? What if I leave, move this out of the frame? Then I come back. I want to be in focus! Maybe focus? I'm in focus here. Hello, I'm very in focus. Okay, you're with me? Stay with me.
Cool.
Hey! Hey, there we go. We got there.
I have to catch the VOD later. Thanks. Stoked for the Starfinder video.
Yo, thank you so much for another generous super chat, Travis. Have a good lunch. Anyway, true quenching. All right. But yeah, more specific anti-magic. I love that. I have questions. And I don't know if I'm ready for the answer. Let's find out. I have no idea what this could possibly do. Your armor responds to your desires. To break free of a creature grabbing you by growing spikes. When you become grabbed, restrained, or otherwise immobilized in a creature's grasp, your armor suddenly grows spikes, attacking the triggering creature. The armor makes a melee attack at +14 that deals 2d6 damage. If the creature is swallowing or... I'm very uncomfortable. The attack deals an additional 1d6 damage. The damage from this attack can cut you free if it equals or exceeds the rupture value. The attack gets an item bonus to your attack roll equal to the armor's item bonus, and an item bonus to damage equal to twice that. You can also activate it to attack the creature immobilizing you. Wait. So the reaction gives you a free attack, and then on your attack you can keep attacking with it. That's pretty cool. It's anti-vor armor. I'm not even going to play with it. That's anti-vor. So only like 12% of... Not going there. Not going there. I should top it with another $5 super chat. You know what might help me focus? A delicious energy drink. You know what? I think you're right. I think that's a great
Might
idea.
help you
I
focus.
think you're a
delicious
genius.
energy drink
Allow
at
me
spot.
to go ahead and grab a delicious, nutritious, and overall splendicious thing. Let me make sure I do it right. Hold on, chat. Don't go anywhere. I've got a surprise for you. And that surprise is G Fuel Energy. Did you know hold on, let me go full screen here. Did you know that if you go to gfuel.com, which should be right in the description of this stream, you can get not only up to 30% off your order, depending on what you buy, but right now, G Fuel is having a BOGO sale. You can buy one tub, get one free. I want you to know I've had this tub since September. I have had this tub since September. I've been working on this one and one other one. Look how much I've still got in there. Since September. I drink this daily. It's so good. Do you put in water or milk? Ooh. Oh. Okay, so you don't know what it is. Okay. Oh. Sorry. So it's not a protein powder. If you bought that tub, can I have your free one? Mine. I love them. They're tasty. No, so this isn't a protein powder. It's an energy powder. You just go swoop, and it's they're usually fruity. I don't believe any of them are chocolatey. You tuned in and heard Antivore. Yeah, you can read the armor we were just talking about, Rye. But yeah, you take this and you go. Usually you have a shaker, but my shaker's been in my car for a week and I'm too lazy to fix it. But what I do have is a spoon with which I can then stir my G Fuel, and it works just as well. Tubs of energy drink. Oh yeah, like you don't use this whole thing. You use one of these. This scoop is all you use up to this line. And it's got plenty of energy. It's got about as much as a cup of coffee. I love this stuff. Seriously, use code NONAT, N-O-N-A-T, at checkout, gfuel.com. And right now they are having a BOGO sale. Buy one, get one on a bunch of different tubs.
That's so cool.
Armor must be crafted with cactus juice.
I honestly love it. So I get it. You pour water into the tub and jug it. Yes. You know what? I'm going to say yes and let Darwin do the rest. Quenching armor. Also, Rye, you missed the true quenching armor for when you're just too thirsty. Where's my craft mecha? I believe you're looking at the wrong game. I believe you're looking for Starfinder, but thank you for the elite super chat. Love it. Oh, boy. Is it 100% natural, no sugar, or sugar-type nasty things? I know it's no sugar. No sugar. What does it use? What demon powder does it use instead? Maltodextrin, citric acid, malic acid, silicon dioxide, pineapple fruit powder. It uses sucralose. Sucralose is its murder powder of choice, which I believe sucralose is like one of the not as bad ones. I think sucralose is technically natural. I don't know. I'm not a astrophysicist. All right, let's move on. Specific I thought that said arachnid hardness. Okay. Where's the affiliate link? No affiliate link, Santi. Just use code NONAT, N-O-N-A-T, at checkout. All right. Arachnid harness. Sucralose is Splenda. Okay. I mean, it'll all kill you eventually. Everything will. Also, pro tip to any of you who do drink G Fuel, combine it with seltzer water instead of normal water. You will thank me. Combine it with seltzer water. It's incredible. Why did it fizz when I put milk in? This +1 leather armor has 4 knobbed ribs that wrap around the torso. Okay. The armor grants you resistance to poison damage, and once per day, the ribs from the armor become functional spider limbs. Yo, you get a freaking climb speed. Oh, that's cool. That's super cool. Please, Mariah, I ask you never say carbonated milk in my chat again. That's so gross. What is seltzer water? Is it not called seltzer water in other places? Is it only called seltzer water I almost said on Earth, in America? It's carbonated water, yeah. Is it not called seltzer anywhere else? Spicy milk. Sparkling. LaCroix, yeah. I have always called it seltzer. Yeah, soda water, yeah. Autumn's Embrace. +2 invisibility, resilient leaf weave. Leaves shed from the armor as they fall might fall in autumn. When activating the invisibility property, you disappear in a swirl of colorful leaves. Freaking rad. And once per day, you call forth a storm of leaves swirling in a 20-foot emanation for a minute. It's basically a fog cloud. Oh, but you can see through it. Yo, that's cool. Yo, that's awesome. Oh my god, that's fantastic. In Brazil, it's called water with gas. I love it. It's level 12, unfortunately. I feel like you could absolutely remove the +2 invisibility resilient and just give it this power and make it like a level 6 armor piece. I think this would be great at level 6 with none of the property runes. First stream, Sir Sean. Happy to have you. What's up? Oh, man. Bastion. That is one of the coolest names I've ever read. Also, thank you, Nathan, for the $5 super chat. What's the difference between APs and adventures? So an adventure path is a specific type of adventure. An adventure path typically is multiple books and goes from either 1 to 10 or 10 to 20 or 1 to 20. There are other types of adventures called scenarios, which are like 1 to 3 shots. There's some shorter adventures like The Slithering or Fall of Plaguestone, which are just one book for about 3 different, like level 1 to 4. But an adventure path is usually much longer, massive, overarching story. Bastion of the Inheritor. Worn by Iomede's prestigious knights, this +2 resilient bastion plate is emblazoned with the Inheritor's religious symbols. While the cloak is white, the armor gives you +2 diplomacy checks. Interesting. So, if the cloak gets dirty, you lose this. Oh, no. Okay, no, that's not what it is. But you can activate it to make it red. You gain the benefits of the armor's deflect melee trait without needing to spend an additional action. Nice. Okay, cool. You get some damage reduction for a minute. Neat. You have to worship Iomade to craft it, not to use it. I like that. All right. Black hole armor. Keep me safe. Because your +2 greater resilient fortification fortress plate. Black hole armor. Keep me safe. Keep me safe. Resistance 10 to physical ranged attacks. Non-magical ammunition and thrown weapons aimed at you are destroyed after they hit you or miss you. What? That's so cool. An arrow just like flies towards you and just disintegrates before it touches you. That's freaking awesome. As a reaction, once per minute, if a ranged strike targets a creature within 20 feet of you, it targets you! Oh! Oh, that's so cool! Put this on your boss. Put this on your, like, level 15 boss or whatever. Your rogue's, like, flipping a dagger. I got this. Dagger just gets Thanos and does nothing. Oh, all shall be consumed. As an action, no, you can't shoot them back. You can shoot them back! If you've absorbed 6 or more projectiles, all of them appear out of thin air, falling in a 10-foot burst. Oh! This is the coolest item I think I've ever read. Oh my god. Wow. Who does this? There's like an enemy in either an anime or a superhero thing. I think it might be Naruto, where they like throw a bunch of kunai, they stick into the target, and then they just shoot them back out. Who was that? Was that Pain? Was it Pain that did that? How does it interact with rays? Rays only against weapon strikes. It was Pain? Okay, cool. Andrew, we already looked at the crafting rules. You missed it. Sorry. Yo, Daniel with the €5. Am I looking for a video editor? Not at the moment, unfortunately, no. I have one that's been on the channel before who we are actually working on getting back in. So if any of you missed Ray, I know some of you really, really loved Ray's editing. Ray will be making a return to form pretty soon, and I'm very excited for it. It was Gilgamesh as well? Okay. Blade Bernie? Birnie? Blade Birnie? But thank you for the offer, Daniel. I do really appreciate it. Thank you. +1 chain shirt made from metal leaves. Oh, my foot. You pull a link from the armor, which... Oh, you just can pull +1 striking daggers out of nowhere. You can activate the blade Biernye in place of an interact action. Upgrading the runes makes the daggers more powerful. Ooh! Ooh, that's cool. That's rad. I love that a lot. Wait. Keep this in mind. Keep this in mind. If you've got a champion and a rogue, and the rogue's got the blade Biernye, and then the champion's got the black hole armor, before you go into combat, have the rogue just throw a bunch of throw 6 daggers into the champion, and then at the start of the combat, he just drops them all on the enemies. Am I blurry again? Come on, look, I'm so beautiful. Camera, focus on my beautiful face, please, please. Hello, beautiful face. Beautiful, pretty, 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 pretty. I'm very upset at this camera. I just washed it too. Oh, it said non-magical throwables. When an enemy's ranged attack misses or hits you and deals no damage, the armor absorbs the projectile. Oh, there it is. Non-magical ammunition and thrown weapons. There. No, that's different. It destroys non-magical. It absorbs magical. That's a separate effect. Hello? Focus. Focus on me. Camera. Camera. Back here. I'm so mad at my camera right now. Oh, come on now.
That's so
I want to hear this, Ryan. I want to hear this.
Are you looking for a kiss on the lips? A big ol' smackaroo? 'Cause I know a guy.
Look, my lips are reserved for my lady. But right here? Right here's always open. Oh boy, I love it. I love it. Thank you, Ryan, for the $5. All right, we can't spend too much time. Though let's look at the Immortal Bastion. Hello. Let's look at this one and then we'll move on. All right. The impressive +3, greater resilient, greater fortification bastion plate is built like an impregnable castle with multiple layers. God, I'm done. When you activate the armor's deflect melee trait, you gain +2 to AC against melee attacks and temporary hit points. Oh, you can do that every turn, but it's also level 20. Once per day, if you would die, you don't. And you gain 100 temporary hit points. Oh, you're right, it's bulk 5. That's... and once per day, if you would gain or increase doomed or wounded, you don't. That's funny. That's pretty great. That's pretty fantastic. I love it. 100 temporary hit points. Amazing. All right, give that to your final boss. Oh, man. All right, let's move on. Let's move on. Oh, there's someone. Oh, the Iraq. Ooh. Ooh. That's so cool. Ooh. Anyway. I want that on my monk. I really want that on my monk a lot. Yeah, you could build characters around this armor. The library robes are so cool. Trollhound. Sorry, we're going to have to read the wolf jaw armor. What is that? What is that? Holy cow. Look at all the black hole. The Autumn's Embrace. Oh, the artwork. The Linnorm sank it. The Immortal I am castle. I am the fortress. It's so good. Where's Wolfjaw? Where's Wolfjaw? Give me Wolfjaw. Wolfjaw. Barbarians, druids, and other outlanders are often forced to spend the harsh winter months protecting their communities. This +1 hide armor is assembled from the hide and fur of a trio of winter wolves. And it conveys on the wearer both an attack akin to their jaws and the ability... It gives you a breath weapon! This armor gives you a freaking cold damage breath weapon and a D8 piercing damage. Ah! You can literally make characters around these armors. You can literally make characters around these armors. Holy cow. Amazing. Incredible. What level is that? 7. It's only level 7. And honestly, you could give this to a player at like level 5 and it wouldn't be broken. That's so cool. So cool. Wait, it's an armor with 3 wolves on it? Yes. It's an armor made of 3 wolves because you turned their heads into gloves. Why'd you keep the nose? That's messed up. Why'd you keep the nose on it? You got those sniffy hands. Wait, do I have... Hold on, do I have these? Where are they? Are you up here? No, I don't know where they are. Darn it! I have hand peepers. Oh, I found them. Yes. Yes! Yes! Let me just get in here. Let me just go full screen real quick. Let me just
Cool!
bring this down here so you can hear me. That's where I'm at in the stream. All right, cool. We're at that point of the stream. I love these things. I love these things so much. We got these at Gen Con 2 years ago. We went to a puppet show. Not a puppet show, but like a puppet class. Like for hyper basic puppetry. And it's really interesting, the things we learned. Like trying to make eye contact with the camera is so much harder than you think. Like there is eye contact. That's not. That's eye contact. That's not. You know, like it is so hyper specific when you're actually looking at the camera compared to when you're not. It was wild. I am a psycho. Thank you. I appreciate the compliment. But yeah, no, these things are super cool. Love them. All right. Anyway, enough with the wolf jaw puppets. Let's move on to some shields. Rock up to White Throne. My cast knife. Going to my hand smells like fishing time. Oh, fisting time. I thought you said fishing. Because I'm hungry. I'm so hungry lately. I'm trying to eat better in moderation, and it's leading me to be so hungry every day.
According to my hands,
Thank you for the super chat. All right, new shield. Look at these holy new traits. Deflecting. Hardness against a specific attack by 2. Fold away. Makes it smaller. Harnessed. Designed to hold jousting weapons. Hefty. Raising shield takes 2 actions unless your strength is high enough. Ooh, we got like a strength-based shield. All right. The shield has been treated so it can be inscribed with runes. Okay, similar to the crafting, the scroll armor. Integrated. Includes a... Yes, I would like a weapon in my shield. Thank you. I'm so excited. Shields had like 2 traits. There was like just the tower shield that had the bunker. That's it. That gives you cover. That's like all they had for traits. Shield throw! Shield! Oh! Let's go! Let's go! What? Wait, I missed this! I missed... You have a gun shield! You have a gun shield! You can go... What? What? Hold up. We got the caster's targe, the dart shield, the fortress shield. Let's go. Let's see this. Oh, look at this. Look at this. It's a dual disc. We playing freaking barbarian in attack mode, baby. Oh. It's just a dual. That's so cool. Oh. I'm dying. This is the coolest thing I've ever seen. Oh. I want a Trebia shield and I want it now, daddy. The meteor shield, the razor disc, the sword stealer shield. It's a dartboard. Man, all this cool stuff. If only I could craft it in a timely manner. Honestly, Rye, like same with Pathfinder 2E. Up to this point, shields had, you could put spikes and like heavy metal lumps on your shield and bash people with it, but that was about it. Holy cow. So, Clar is an integrated 1d6 weapon. Razor Disc has an integrated 1d6 slashing weapon that can be thrown. Sword Stealer deflects slashing. Salvo deflects physical range. Gauntlet has fold away. The Fortress Shield gives... Oh, wait, isn't this just a tower shield? What's so special about the Fortress Shield? It's got hefty 14, so you need 14 strength to use it. Is that any better than a tower shield? Wait, is a tower shield only plus... Tower shield's only +2, isn't it? Tower shield's only +2. Hi, Tabby! Tower shield's only +2, I think. Oh, this is the only shield in the whole game that gives +3 armor class. Yeah, Tabby, new book just dropped for Pathfinder, and it's just full of new items. Tabby, I would like to show you that Pathfinder 2e now officially has a dual disc. Straight up just has a Yu-Gi-Oh! Dual disc. Oh my god. So, wow. So it's only level 1 in the same way that full plate armor is only level 1. It costs 20 gold. Remember, a level 1 character starts with 15 gold. That Fortress Shield is expensive. But I'm buying one on my Barbarian, my Shield Barbarian. Send him to the Shadow Realm. Oh my goodness. All right, we got some specific ones here. The Clockwork Shield. Steel shield +2 striking shield spikes made of gears. Once per day, the gears begin to spin. You gain an extra reaction this turn. And at the start of each of your turns for the next minute, you can use it only to shield block. Yo, that's pretty damn good. Like, usually it's like a level 12 or higher class feat to get extra reactions. That's amazing. Now your fighter can block and attack of opportunity. That's huge. Holy cow. Does extra reactions stack? They do, yeah, absolutely. I just realized you can use this to shield block twice. If you were just taking hits, you can just reduce damage multiple times. Oh my goodness, that's great. Helmsman's Recourse. Standard grade Darkwood Meteor Shield is a wheel from a ship. It's just a steering wheel from a pirate ship. While wielding this shield, you gain +1 to sailing lore and to swim. Once per day for 2 actions. For 10 minutes, you don't sink. What? Congratulations. Your level 5 magic item lets you float on driftwood for 10 minutes. Okay, once you get the level 7 version, it casts freaking Water Walk. All right. And then level 11, you can breathe underwater. That's super cool. All for underwater stuff. The Sanguine Claw. +1 striking wounding claw is built with spikes made of beast fangs. For a free action once per round, if you or a creature within 5 feet suffers bleed damage, the Sanguine It's a shield that heals itself. Oh my god, it's a shield that heals itself. For those of you who aren't aware how shields work in Pathfinder, when you use them to block, you reduce damage taken, but then you and your shield both take the remaining damage. So if you take 5 damage, your shield reduces 5, you lose 5 hit points, but your shield also loses 5 hit points. This thing can heal itself! What? That's not even a reaction! You just keep the target bleeding and your shield keeps recovering! Oh! That's awesome. Sapling Shield. The sapling withers as the shield takes damage. It's a wooden buckler. This buckler expands with the sapling image growing into a mighty oak tree. Oh! For 1 action, your buckler grows into a tower shield? And yes, Rye, I believe it just says, yeah, just once per, you do need to be in a body of water, actually. No, the requirement, Rye, is you are in water to activate it. But there's water in a lot of things. There's water in gelatin. Does it have to be blood? No, it just has to be bleed damage. And even things like automatons take bleed damage, even if it's not blood. But the sapling shield that grows into a tower shield and you can just put it back. It always feels good when the sapling becomes a mighty oak. Vroomp. Oh, God. Went to lava raft. Oh, no, you can't swim in lava. Lava swims in you. How long do you think till you put this on Archives of Nethys? Probably it'll be up there by the end of the month, usually when the physical copies are available. Starfall Shield, level 19. This high-grade adamantine heavy Rondash. What was the Rondash? Just so I know what we're looking at here. Rondash apparently already existed. I am not familiar with the Rondash. I guess mid-March, maybe. There's a lot to add here. I don't know how easy it is to just put it all in. Don't take that out of context, please. +3, greater striking shield boss, and has dents that resemble craters. While wielding the shield, you have fire resistance 15. Hold on. How much damage does lava deal? Lava, Pathfinder 2e. Because this might be your lava raft. Right, this might be your lava raft. Lava emanates heat that deals minor fire damage and massive fire damage if you're in it. How much is massive? Massive fire damage is... Nope, never mind. Massive fire damage is 16d6 to 24d6. So 15 resistance is not going to let you float. For 3 actions, you stride up to 3 times. This movement doesn't trigger reactions and ignores difficult terrain. At the end of your movement, you deal 6d10 bludgeoning damage and an Wait. You are a meteor. You become a meteor. You become a meteor on the ground. You sprint forward 3 times and explode at the end. 6d10 bludgeoning, 14d6 fire in a 40-foot emanation. 10 foot for the bludgeoning. The space where you end your movement and all adjacent spaces become difficult terrain, and the shield glows red hot for 10 minutes, gaining greater flaming. Yo! Ugh! Anyway, it is a Pantheon Ultimate, you're right. It is said you can't leap, but if you have a fly speed, you can. Because stride always lets you use any movement, I think. Maybe not. Because usually it says you can use other movements, so maybe you can't. It is also level 19, that's true. Turnabout shield. Yo, the new Ace Attorney game just dropped. That's a nerdy joke. The face of the standard grade silver salvo shield is polished to a mirror finish. Stride is specifically land. Gotcha. As a reaction, once per 10 minutes, a ranged strike using ammunition misses you. If you have your shield raised, the ammunition enters your shield and is redirected with the same force. That's amazing. Plus 19 to shoot it. Oh, if this worked on spell attack rolls, that would be the mirror shield from Legend of Zelda. Granted, I think that already exists as a fighter feat. Holy cow. I activate Mirror Force, destroying all of your monsters in face-up attack position. Warding. An image of a keyhole adorns the coat of arms of the stone tower shield. For 2 actions, the shield becomes a locked door. For 1 hour, once per day, for 1 minute, the shield floats lazily in the air as it becomes a cabin! I'm dying! I love this book so much! Oh my goodness. No way that this shield becomes a cabin. Oh boy. Holy cow. My shield is my home. Wow, 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 wow. Good night. That's so good. Yeah, anyone who's familiar with 5e, that is the Pathfinder equivalent of Liamon's tiny hut. Oh, look at the greater version. It becomes a mansion! It becomes a mansion at level 20! Boy, it sure is dangerous out here in the middle of the woods with nowhere to stay. Well, good night, guys. Boom! Let me just build my Minecraft house. It's so dumb. It's the best. I love my shield mansion. Oh, look at these things. It's just... The turnabout's just a plate. It's just a plate. I'll put my ramen in that. Oh my god. How long does it last? It casts Cozy Cabin, so probably until you dismiss it. Or like, I think Cozy Cabin is 8 hours. But correct me if I'm wrong. Oh boy. Screw you guys, I'm going home. Boom. 12 hours? Thank you. Alright, y'all. New weapons, let's go. Brace. When you're ready to strike an opponent that moves within your reach until the start of your next turn. Yo, a weapon! It's a freaking weapon trait that's designed around readying actions. I've never even considered that. That's so cool. Like, I've been telling people a long time to ready your attacks. Readying an attack is great if you don't have attack of opportunity, even if you have attack of opportunity, because if you ready an action, sure, it costs 2 actions and your reaction, but guess what? It doesn't use your multiple attack penalty. So if you attack once on your turn at full bonus and then ready your attack when your opponent, and you can give your, sorry, I'm getting very excited. You can give your readied attack any trigger you want. You know, attack of opportunity. Oh, your attack of opportunity only triggers if they leave your reach. Well, hey, you can ready a strike to attack them if they attack you. You can ready a strike to attack them if they start casting a spell. You choose the trigger. Oh, does ready use MAP? Oh, okay. Sorry, my bad. It's still great, though. It's still a great option. Holy cow. And a weapon that deals 2 bonus damage for each weapon damage dice. Oh, that's good. Oh, it's so good. My brain's going way too fast. I got too excited reading this. I love this. This might be my favorite trait in the game, and I'm going to be using it a lot more. Capacity. Weapons that have the capacity trait typically have multiple barrels or chambers capable of containing a bolt or round of ammunition. Capacity is always accompanied by a number indicating the number of chambers. After firing a capacity weapon, you can select the next loaded barrel. You can use the ability to require to interact with switch barrels. Each barrel can be individually reloaded. Is it an action to rotate it? Is it an action to rotate the barrel? You can select as an interact action. Okay. What's the point? It's not a magazine. No, it's not a magazine. This still takes an action to rotate. That's like... Wait, this is weird. You reload with... So it's a no-handed reload, I guess. You could have 2 of these and reload separately. I guess that's fair. All right. That's an old one? All right. I know combination weapons are old as well. Combinations are old. Excuse me. Concealable. Wait, yeah, a lot of these aren't new. Concussive was old. Critical fusion, excuse me. Critical fusion is a trait for combination weapons. It grants you 2 additional options for the crit specialization effect. When using the combination weapon's melee version to make a melee attack while the ranged weapon is loaded. If you choose to use one of them, it replaces the melee usage's normal crit. Okay. So it lets you use melee with range and range with melee. Gotcha. They can't expect everyone who gets this to have guns and gears. Fair. Totally fair. I never looked too deep into the weapons and guns and gears, unfortunately. Fatal aim? Is this different? Is this new as well? Combination weapon? Yeah, you can absolutely play everyone in Ruby now. Gun, gauntlets, sniper, scythe, whatever. This one isn't new either? Okay. Fatal aims. Wait, yes, it's new? I don't know. We'll move on. Everyone's obviously here for the frying pan. This is why you're all here. This right here is why you're all here. Let's be real. Let's get into it. There's so many weapons! Oh my god! Kickback trait, modular trait. I can use my frying pan as a drying pan. Mithril frying pan. Ranged trip, we have that. Raising weapons. Additional damage equal to double the weapon damage die against vehicles and objects. That's pretty cool. Recovery weapons return to the thrower only when they miss. Weird. Okay. Repeating weapons we have. Scatter weapons we have. Tethered weapons we have. Training weapons. Striking a creature with a training weapon gives your animal companion... That's so cool. That's so cool. So you use this with your animal companion, your precision animal companion. You hit the target, your animal companion gets a +1 to its next attack roll. That's awesome. I love it. Vehicular weapon attached to a vehicle. Fair. Oh, man. I have a random question. Besides the bestiaries in the core rulebook, which books are the highest priority for books or rules and options? Game Mastery Guide, I don't put very high up there, even though Paizo does. I think it's useful. I've only used it a few times, usually for variant rules. I would say APG. If you're going to get one more book, Advanced Player's Guide. That'll give you more than you need. Battle Saddle? These blades normally lie flat along the saddle, providing additional protection for the rider, but they can be deployed with a tug on the reins. What? You got some swing swung. When using the battle saddle to parry, you can decide whether the circumstance bonus to AC applies to you or your mount. The bec de Coban is a spiked polearm that uses a hammerhead to balance the spike. The hammer portion can be used as a secondary striking surface, while the spike is specially designed to punch through armors and shield. I've never heard of the bec de Coban. Is that something really? Is that a real thing? I've never heard of it. Bladed scarf we already have. Okay. I just love the name Battle Saddle, honestly. It's a tiny hammer on a staff. All right. Breaching pike, nice. Butterfly sword we already had. Chain sword we already had. Combat lure. Okay, so some of these are from the other supplements. Interesting. Dancer's spear? Traditionally a favored weapon in Multhune for settling disputes between military leaders, the Dancer's Spear has seen a recent resurgence in popularity in the neighboring kingdoms of Near Mathis, largely due to its effectiveness of striking down attacking skeletons and other undead from a relatively safe distance. A Dancer's Spear has a 7-foot-long wooden haft? Is that supposed to say shaft? It's a typo! Oh, we got him! We got him! It's a typo! Capped with a triangular metal blade at one end, counterbalanced on the other end with a reinforced metal sleeve that in a pinch can be used as an effective striking surface. Haft is correct, really. Interesting. I've never actually heard the term haft. What's the difference between a haft and a shaft? And please don't make a joke about that. Dwarven Dorndergar. Okay, Earthbreaker, Falcata. We already have a Falcata. That's so weird. That was in like APG, I think. Feng Hualoon, Fighting Fan, Flissa, the Frying Pan. Characters with the Halfling Weapon Familiarity trait are trained in the Frying Pan. Let's go. I have a friend who's going to be so happy about that. I have a friend who's going to be so freaking happy. Holy cow. Rope Dart. Oh, there's so many. There's so many. Oh, let's just look at these. Look at the Battle Saddle. Yo. Where's the Frying Pan? Yeah, it's just a Frying Pan. That's all it is. I love it. I love it. Oh, the Mambele. The Spray Sling. Chainsword? Chainsword's not new. Chainswords existed for a while. That was in it was in one of the Lost Omens books. Wow. Oh, it's so cool. Oh, it's so cool. The Karambit Knife. Nice. Bec de Kilbon. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because I remember everyone wanted me to look at the chainsword. Oh, that's right. It was called the Asp Coil. That's right. It was just called the Asp Coil. I think they're the same weapon, though. I'm not positive, but very cool. Oh, there's even more. Oh, they're so pretty. Oh, sorry. Actually, oh, God. I did what I'm not supposed to. I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm going to get flack for this. Literally, one of my contacts at Paizo said, hey, Nonat, your streams are great. Please don't put all the art on screen. We're tired of people being able to get the art for free. I just lose it. I just lose all thought when I see it. It's just so pretty. Oh, man. I'm fired. It's over. I'm done. All right. We got enough time for like one more section, y'all. What should we do for one more section? We can look at magic. The Game Master's Trove is artifacts. Ooh, there's an archetype. We could look at a new archetype. We could look at... Yeah, we've looked at enough items, I think. I know this is all items. Archetype. Yeah, we'll look at the archetype. Real quick, I just want to see if they added any lower level Apex items. Let's see. Level 17, level 17, level 17, level 17, level 20, level 20, level 20, level 20. Yeah, okay, that's unfortunate. I really miss... I know a lot of people don't miss it, but like... Art, look away! I know a lot of people miss it. And a lot of people don't. I miss getting like, oh, you found gloves of giant strength, giving you +2 to your strength score like as long as you're wearing them. I like that. I understand why they got rid of them, but I miss them from time to time. It was just a nice, satisfying little upgrade. All right, let's look at the archetype artifacts. What does this mean? I want to hug him. I want a hug. He's so happy. He just finished an adventure. He got the treasure. Art, damn it. Oh my God. I'm so bad at this.
That's
Paddington.
so cool.
I will now use Hand of the Apprentice. Only with a heavily ruined frying pan. Oh my God. Holy cow. I rolled a nat 1 on hiding art. Alright, free archetype. Sometimes the story of a game calls for a group where everyone is a pirate. Okay. Wait. Weird. They're including free archetype here? Isn't free archetype in the APG? Or is it only in Game Mastery Guide? It's weird how much they're reprinting. This feels... Huh. They said above they're reprinting it? Archetype artifacts are intended to be used in conjunction with the free archetype variant rules, which are reprinted below for convenience. Gotcha. Alright, cool. Fair enough. Playing with free archetypes. Ursine Avengerhood. This is an archetype. Some items inherit their magic not through an intentional spell or ritual, but through generations of use and belief, slowly accumulating power. The Ursine Avengerhood is such an item. After defeating a powerful cave bear, the Ulfin hunter Baruch shaped the bear's head and fur into a helm and cape for himself. Baruch later fell in battle against a Linorm, successfully slaying the beast before succumbing to its death curse. His helm, soaked in the blood of man and Linorm, and saturated with the magic of the Linorm's curse, was claimed by Baruch's daughter, who often told stories about the helm giving her a bear's strength and ferocity. Now those who bond with a generational artifact will discover that the Ursine Avengerhood continues to grow in power alongside them. So it's an artifact, but it's an artifact with a very specific growth trail. So you get it at level 2. Oh, there's rules to destroy it. That's cool. A gift passed from warrior to warrior. This cowl is made from that. Once invested, the wearer gains +1 to command an animal, +2 if it's a bear. Wearer of the hood feels a constant longing for wild places, and -1 to all diplomacy checks if they go more than 5 days in a town or city. Interesting. And then you get feats. Ursine Avenger form. Assuming an Ursine form that has traits of your original form as well as that of a bear. Oh, that's what we saw before! That art, which I won't show again because I don't want to get in trouble. That art wasn't a new ancestry. It was some... Was that Ezrin? I'm sorry, I have to check. I'm sorry. This is so much more important than me getting in trouble. Is that Ezrin? It's Ezrin. It's Ezrin. For those of you who aren't familiar, it's goddamn Ezrin. For those of you who aren't aware, let me get a picture real quick. Oh my god. Come on. Download the image. Oh my god. Save. It's Ezrin. It's Ezrin. It's just Ezrin. Oh my god, they turned Ezrin into a bear. I turned myself into a bear, Valeros! I'm Bear Ezrin! I can't believe they turned Ezrin into a bear. It's my favorite artwork. It's my favorite artwork forever. Paizo goes so hard. I love them. I love them so much. Oh, God. I'm dying. I'm dying in the best way. All right, what else does it do? What'd you miss, Wookie? A lot. We're wrapping up here pretty soon. So you get a D8 piercing damage, jaws, D6 slashing claws. You lose the ability to speak complex sentences while transformed and can only communicate through grunts and gestures. This prevents you from using effects that require shared or spoken language. You can use this action while transformed to remove the hood and return to your original form. Oh my god. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen! Low light vision or dark vision in bear form. Bear hug! If your last action was a successful claw strike, you snatch at your opponent with your claws, pulling them close in a bear hug. You make another claw strike. If it hits, they're grabbed. That's awful unless you're a fighter. This is so good on a fighter! Wait, this is so good on a fighter! Oh man, D8 unarmed strike on the fighter, let's go. Call Ursine ally, you can summon a 3rd level, or you cast 3rd level summon animal, summon a black bear. At 10th level, it's a grizzly bear. At 12th level, it's a polar bear. At 14th level, it's a cave bear. You get bear empathy. You have a magical affinity for bears and can talk to them. You can talk to bears. Great bear. You can transform. When you transform, you can take on a bear's bulk and size. You can spend an additional action when using it to also gain enlarge spell, which lasts for the spell's normal duration or until you leave the bear form. Terrible transformation, which is a 30-foot intimidation demoralized check when you transform. Cool. Fearsome fangs become a D12. That's a fighter with a D12 weapon. Unarmed strike! You just get hand wraps! I love it. Mighty Bear, the enlarge gets to be 4th level. Oh, Immortal Bear! You gain fast healing! This just gives you a hood that just starts healing you every turn. Ah! Look for the... I wish there was a Bear Necessities one. Oh my god. I might need to beg my DM for this. I might need to beg them for this on my Barbarian. This would be amazing. Ezrin deserves this. How's Ezrin gonna make use of a claw attack? Oh, but I like... One thing I didn't realize as I was reading through this. Because it's played with free archetype, you're expected to get one at levels 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20. There is no dead level for this archetype. There's no... Oh, my Barbarian. Yeah, but he's not Animal Instinct. He's Stone Instinct, which is coming out in Sinclair's library. Link in the description. The Gelid Shard. What else do we have? Oh, boy. You get new spells. Oh, those are the only two right now. Oh, this makes me want to write some of these. This makes me want to write new archetypes for these. Holy cow. Great minds think alike. It's meant for free archetypes, so no, there's no dead levels. Exactly, yeah. That's the problem with a lot of archetypes and free archetypes is there's dead levels. You have to awkwardly take something else because there's no 6th level feat or something. He doesn't have to be Animal Instinct if he's already an animal. Hey, what answer she goes good with this? I think like a Beastkin part bear. So when you put the hood on, you don't look any different. Oh, boy. All right. I think we're going to call it there. I'm going to go ahead and get some lunch in me. Actually getting closer to dinner. But thank you all for joining for this. Oh, my God. This book is amazing. This is instantly going up on one of my must-haves. Like, I don't know if it's a must-have like the APG is. But, man, the items in this are incredible. Ursine Avenger is already one of my favorite archetypes of all time. I love it. I think it's incredible. But y'all take care. Thank you for bumping us up over... What was our peak concurrent? Our peak concurrent was like 780 or something. I don't know if I can see our actual peak until I'm done, but man, it was up there. So thanks to all 600 of you who stuck around and all 500 of you who liked the video. Everyone who donated, appreciate it so much. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you on Friday for a new video. That's tomorrow. Days are... Bye!